Well, hello, hello, hello. How are you? How is it going? I see in the comments that we have lots of comments about the weather. Boy, the weather is a hot topic, and I mean that literally for me here in Northwest Indiana. I think that temperature of the sun, Northwest Indiana, like we're right there. It is just so stinking hot today. So I hope that everyone, if you have hot weather like I do, that you're surviving, you were staying inside, you were staying nice and cool. I had to like lower the lights because I'm so stinking shiny. It's just it's just so hot. It's so hot. Just in case we haven't met yet, friends, my name is Chris Acton with Acting Creative, and this is Live at the Loom. Woohoo! We do this every Thursday, and it's just our opportunity to get together and chat with each other and catch up and all the good things. It's really one of the highlights of my week for sure. So let me say a few hellos this morning. Hello, Candace and Sherry, who says rain is coming, which is good. Oh, rain is coming my way. Is that what you? That's good. We need some rain here. That's for sure. And Jennifer Fowler and David Easton. David's in Ontario. Excellent. And Gemma is here. We love that. We love seeing you every week, Gemma. And Nina and Carol and Cindy. She said, does that say 104? In Prince Edward Island, Cindy. That no, that's too much. That's too much for me, Cindy. I'm so sorry. That is whoo. I sympathize. I just couldn't leave the house if it was 104. Oh, let's see who else. Scott in Atlanta. Scott, I know you're just listening in, Scott, but you get a big old gold star because he is actually weaving while listening to Live at the Loom. Talk about the best way to multitask. Kudos to you, Scott. That is fantastic. Connie is here. We can't have a party without Connie. That is for sure. Carrie is here. Thank goodness for technology, Carrie. We're very grateful. Let's see. Kathy Rust is in the house. We love that. Andrea. Hello, Andrea. How are you? Let's see. I know we had some other sneak into Donna Cunningham. Hello, my friend. How is it going? And Pam is here. Wow, look at all the friendly faces. And Anne says it is crazy. Anne is in Cyprus. She said is over 100 at high humidity. A week of extreme heat wave that is now into 4 weeks. Anne, that's crazy. Nope, I don't like any of that. I'm so much happier when it's January. I don't know. It's something about getting older. Something. I don't know. Did I say Nina Taylor is here? Nina Taylor is here. Woohoo! Let's see. Oh, look at all the friendly faces. I apologize if I've missed you, my friends. I am manning the board on my own today. Our sweet girl, Lori, our gatekeeper, is having technological challenges. So we wish her the best and hope that she comes back soon because we miss her for sure. So, let's see. I know some other people snuck in. What? Kim from Atlanta, hot Atlanta. I'm sure no matter how hot it is here, it's hotter in Atlanta. I'm sure that's true. Hello, Jody Ward and Maureen. Hello, sweethearts. Let's see. Look at all the friendly faces. I love it. What a good crew. Oh, Sue Ann Sullivan just popped in. Hello, Sue Ann. That is awesome. Yes. So I left you a little teaser in the comments, but we have a studio tour today, and not just any studio tour, friends. It is from our girl Priscilla. Now, you know Priscilla because she is part of the Weave Along squad. So she's helped keep us on track when we're doing the Weave Alongs in October and April. So we're very, very tickled to have her in the house. So we're going to get to that in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Boy, that sounds like an old-fashioned ad on TV, doesn't it? Don't go anywhere. It's one of those days. By the way, how hot is it? I'm drinking iced tea, people. It has to be really, really hot. I mean, I love iced tea, don't get me wrong, but for me to choose iced tea over hot tea, it's hot. My poor little strawberries are just like pathetic. They're just the wiltiest thing, and I keep just dousing them in water, and they still keep wilting. Anyone else having garden challenges? Because my plants are just like, they're just sad. They're just wilty like me. It's like pets, right? Like your pet mimics the owner. My garden is currently mimicking me. I think that's about right. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Sam snuck in. Hello, Sam. Yeah, it's a good mug, isn't it, Jason? Look at this. Okay, here is the beauty. I'm glad you said something actually. There's I don't even use the lid to it, but boy, if you put ice in this sucker, it does not melt. Like it doesn't sweat. It is like genius. I have a friend of mine who paints them. She does can you see little dots? Isn't that fun? And this is like an older version. She's gotten really complicated these days, which is so pretty. Joy is her website. Good old shout out to Nancy Harrington. We love Nancy. So, anyways, yeah, there. I don't know what kind of voodoo it has, but the ice doesn't melt in there, which is amazing, and it's not sweaty. I don't. Modern technology is awesome, people. It is awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Carrie says my garden challenge. So the weeds are still growing on the path to the swimming pool. It's all about getting to the swimming pool. I'm not really a huge like get in the pool kind of person, but even I would be tempted on days like this. That's yeah. Mm-hmm. Jennifer says I've harvested cucumbers, green beans, red potatoes, and herbs. Herbs sounds very British, doesn't it? Herbs. We'll sound more Midwesterner. You know what? Those are all. I know that we're in a different zone than you are. Those are all coming for me. They're growing. I don't have potatoes this year. I'm gonna try potatoes next year, I think. But yeah, we'll see. Hello, Emily. You made it. Woohoo! Trying out a new speaker. It's pretty quiet. Well, that, my friend, is probably a speaker problem, not a me problem, because you know me, I'm loud. So that would be I'm just hazarding a guess. I would say that that might be a technology challenge because rumor is I project pretty well. Boy, at some point you guys should meet my dad because or the rest of the family. Honestly, the whole family is loud. This is not a unique Chris Acton trait. This is an entire. We always joke about the fact that we can hear dad before we can see him. He's not a big guy. However, if we're in a crowded space, we can hear dad long before we can see him because we have no problem projecting. That is for sure. Sam says she got 3/4 of an inch of rain last night. My veggies need snorkels. Oh, have you gotten a lot of rain, Sam? Because we have not. We have just had the heat, the oppressive heat. That is all we have gotten here. So I can't imagine what the water bill is going to be because I just keep soaking everything all the time. Please stay alive. As I look at the forecast for like through the end of June, it's all like the coolest day has a high of like 78. Ooh. So, Cindy chimed in with a good old question. Cindy, I love that. She says, how much should I allow for shrinkage when calculating my warp length? How much should I allow for shrinkage? You mean like when you're playing the project at the beginning and then when you want to calculate how it's going to go in the washer and dryer afterwards? Is that what you mean, Cindy? It depends on the fiber. I think that's probably a fair answer. I use a heck of a lot of cotton and 10 to 15%. Depends on the pattern, which makes shrinkage so tricky, doesn't it? Is because the pattern, like if you have a lot of floats, it's probably going to shrink more, like longer floats. This is the symbol for long floats, folks. This is tiny floats. This is long floats. If you have long floats in your pattern, it is probably going to shrink more because you have more space for that yarn to shrink up. But if you have short floats, may not shrink as much. If it's cotton, 10% would be the lowest I would go when estimating shrinkage. You guys jump in. What's your thought for Cindy about shrinkage and calculating warp lengths? But what do you think? I love those kind of questions, though. Thank you, Cindy, for asking. Yeah, thank you. Carol says it depends on the tightness of the overall weave. It absolutely does. You're exactly right. Yes. Yeah, shrinkage. I have a fun episode of a handwoven experience, and it's shrinkage. Something about less. What is it? Less science, more science experiment, or something. I forget. Basically, my point is that if you have, you can't necessarily say if you have an 8/2 cotton, it always shrinks this much because it's not true. If you have different patterns, it'll vary. Mm-hmm. Yeah. David says nothing shrinks if you never wash it. Well, maybe. Yeah, interesting. I have certain things that I don't wash, so that's true. I don't plan for shrinkage. That's true. Okay, Carol jumps in and said hand wash and air dry is very little shrinkage. Machine wash and machine dry, much more shrinkage. Oh, I like that. Yeah. it's kind of about the agitation then, right, Carol? Is if you are doing it by hand, you're not going to agitate it nearly as much, so you're just not going to shrink up. That's a very good point. I like that, Carol. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Emily. Better to overestimate than under. Ooh. Oh, buddy, that's for sure. Yeah, thanks, David. That's exactly right. More agitation, more shrinkage. And heat, right? Agitation and heat. Look at you guys. You are so smart. And we're only, 10 minutes in? This is awesome. Okay, so I wanted to find out how your projects are going. That's what I was going to say. How are your projects going? What is happening at your house? I know that for me, like, summer has a different pace, doesn't it? Like, there's something about once we get past Memorial Day for us, that there's just a different kind of inspiration or lack of. Do you know what I mean? Are you experiencing this? I find that when it's brisk or chilly, I am like, let's go. And when it's warm, I'm like, maybe a nap might be nice here. Or let's go, just take a walk or be outside or something. Like, I don't do as much weaving in the summer. I absolutely do weave in the summer, but not as much. So you let me know if you have, yeah. Yeah. See, Carol, on the far, far back burner. Yeah. So let me know how things are going in your end. What are on your looms, even if they've been there for a while? What's there? Hello, Elmi from Guatemala. A lot of rain. You are not alone. I mean, I don't have any rain here, but there's a lot of other folks in the community that have lots of rain. Yes. Emily says she learned the hard way with the shrinkage. I'm making a napkin instead of a tea towel right now. Emily, here's the beauty of that is that it only takes once, right? You have one time that you're like, oh, now I get it. That's all right. We are cheering you on and sending you lots of love because we have all ended up with a napkin when we thought we had a tea towel, Emily. Don't you worry. That is, yeah. Suanne says, unfortunately for me, the only way to be sure for shrinkage is to weave a sample, cut it off, wet finish it, and measure. But I often just estimate about 12% for cotton, thank you, and up to 18% for wool. I cross my fingers. Yes. You like to live dangerously, Sue Ann. We know this. Yeah, we know this. Yeah. Oh, look at the balloons. I don't know what triggers that, friends. I keep turning things off and it's not. That was just fun. Can I make it happen again? Will it go again? I don't know what happens. Okay, I really need tech support. That's what I need here. That's yes. Yeah. David says I have too much to do outside. Weaving is taking a back seat for now. Right? I understand that. Got to build a shed this weekend. Oh, nice. Do you have the ability to build sheds, David? I am so impressed. I have not any kind of misfix-it bone in my body. So I'm always impressed when people know how to make stuff. That's very impressive. Yeah, Suanne says, I agree with the gentle versus more rigorous wet finishing. I like that. Thank you. Yes. Connie says, with A2 cotton, I wash in hot water and dry the dryer. I lose about 2 inches of length and about 2-3 inches of width. Connie, what's a standard kind of size going in if you're losing 2 inches? Do you figure? I know, Connie. I know, Connie, what you're gonna say. She's like, I don't do math. I don't do the complicated percentages. But if you put in, is this a couple yards and you lose 2 inches, or is this like 1 yard and you lose 2 inches? Just to let us know. We love you, Connie. Cindy says, I'm having troubles. Wow. Reading. Reading. Yeah. I'm having problems getting 2 tea towels to be the same length. One is always shorter than the other. Must be doing something wrong in my calculations. Cindy, here's a thought. Just toss it out there. Is weave a whole big long thing, cut it where you want, hem it to the same size. Just a thought. Yeah. Just as one option for how to get them the same length is that weave the whole thing of fabric, cut it, hem it, same size. Voila. Just an idea. Do you have other ideas for Cindy? How else do you get 2 towels that are same length? And by the way, they're handmade. Nobody cares. I mean that in the best possible way. You made them by hand. People, the ones that comment that they're not the same size, you can take them, tell them to go pound sand. You can, that's okay. That's, yeah. Candace says, I hear that hand hemming is better, but I hate to hand hem. Guess I must get over it and just do it. You don't have to. Candace, my friend, you can just get out your machine and just zip. Yeah, whatever you like. There's no, as I like to say, there's no weaving police. Uh-huh. Yes. Emily says she has a question. Great. Oh, I love this. I'm resuming a project after it has been on hold for 3 months. Should I unweave a ways to get restarted? Emily, I think that depends on the project. What do you guys think? Would you unweave, or would you just sit down and see what you got? What do you think? I think, yeah, it depends on the project, Emily. I think if you're just gonna make some fabric, that's you just sit down and just go to town. I think if you're like in the middle, if you're trying to make, as we're talking about towels, if you're trying to make 6 towels and you're in the middle somewhere, you may need to back up a little bit so you can calculate correctly. But otherwise, I don't know. That's my 2 cents. What do you guys think? Oh, let's see. Yes, Jennifer says she's been busy trying to get the garden planted, sewing. Loom is waiting for me to come back to both projects, then get ready for a tour de fleece. Ooh, Jennifer, I love that we have been together for so long that I actually remember tour de fleece discussion from last year. I love that. That makes me so, so happy. Yes. Let's see. Andrea, today I've been learning to dress my new loom. Congratulations. That is very exciting. By the way, is that Andrea or Andrea? How do you, or is there another option? Let me know where the emphasis, that's the word, where the emphasis is. Let's see. Gemma says Rose Path Rug is done. Having a hard time starting the next project to use up the word. I understand. I feel like everything just goes a little slower in the summer. It's just like we're running through molasses or something. It's just a little, instead of being in 4th gear, we're like in 2nd gear, somewhere in there. Sam says I finished tying on the new warp yesterday and we'll start thrum rug number 2 later today. Sam, I gotta admit, I am loving the thrum rugs. I absolutely am. And if you aren't yet part of the Acting Creative Community Facebook group, boy, it's a mouthful, isn't it? Come join us so you can see Sam's rugs and all kinds of other good things. Let me put this up there, right there. Woohoo! Look at that. It is just a wonderful, it's a wonderful online meeting spot. And I think what's so fun is that the Acting Creative Community came about because of Live at the Loom, but also because of the weave-alongs. So it's this wonderful mashup of weavers from different programs, and it's a whole bunch of fun. So that's how we know what Sam's thrum rugs look like, because we've been watching out for them and enjoying her progress in the Facebook group. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Carrie says my project is to make cloth and then cut out shapes for a skirt with kick flaps. Is that the back? Is that I'm trying to think of what a kick flap is. Is that the little right in the middle of the back, so that if it's a straight skirt, is that the hand motions are all over the place today. Is it the back with the little in the middle? Is that what that is? Design is in Fiberworks. Pattern is still working itself out in my head. Love that. Let's see. Sam says she finished tying on the new warp and will start. Oh, I just read this. Wow. There's an indication of how Chris is doing today. Okay. Connie says, I have things sitting on loom for months and I never have to unweave. I think that would be I never choose to unweave, Connie. That would be yes. Okay. Suanne says I'm about to start winding a warp for a twill table runner for a wedding gift. Nice. Also have a stack of 5 towels to hem. It just came off the loom and out of the washer and dryer. Congratulations. Suanne, you are making progress. That is awesome. Wow, Gemma says my towels end up shrinking closer to 50%. That's a chunk, Gemma. That's what kind of fiber are you using, my friend? Thank you, Jason. I'm all for cheeky comments today. Just bring them. Just bring them. Let's see. Connie says if I'm doing a towel, I want a towel that's about 18 by 30. Okay. All right. So like 20 inches wide. Is that what you started? I like it. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Boy, you guys have all kinds of great insight. I love it. Suanne says if the tea towels are different, if there's a specific design on each towel. Oh, so okay. Keep an eye on the PPI, she says. I like that. Sue, by the way, just to clarify, that's picks per inch, which is how tightly you're mashing the beater bar. That produces the picks per inch. So if you're sitting at your loom, it's the picks are every throw of the shuttle, just to clarify. But that's a very good thought, is that could be part of what contributes to that. Also, how are you measuring it on the loom? That could be another idea too. Yeah. Hi, Ernie. My loom is patiently waiting for me at home with the April long towels on it. Awesome. Summer is for travel. Yes, please. You know, if you come anywhere close to me, Ernie, that we'll need to get a cup of tea. Okay, let's see. 2 different patterns of the same weft could be the issue. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Yeah, Carrie says, I don't unweave. I just like that statement. I do not unweave. I choose not to unweave. I just measure my pick bridge frequently until I remember the beat, the rhythm, pressure of the previous session. Nice. Carrie's also a very experienced weaver, so keep that in mind. That's good. Let's see. Emily says, is the volume cutting out for anyone else? Oh, I cannot answer that, my friend. I'm so sorry, but you guys let Emily know if that's, yeah. Jody Abar is here. Good morning. Charming and late. Had to get my outside chores done before it gets too hot. We've been discussing the heat, my friend. Is it crazy in Arizona? Okay. Wow. Look at you guys. I love it. Oh, hello, Suzanne. Just finished warping 50 yards of cotton for dish towels. Suzanne, that is commitment, my friend. We'll be doing Swarthmore check, page 69, in a hand weaver's pattern. Oh, the Marguerite Porter Davison. Love that book. 24 inches wide and weave 40 inches long and allows for hem. 50 yards, Suzanne. That is okay. Are we taking some kind of estimate for how long that'll take to weave 50 yards? 50 yards would take me a year. That would take me, especially since summer I don't do much. 50 yards would take me a very long time. Suzanne, we are fascinated by this project. Please keep us posted. Yes. Candace says, love the community, learning a lot from the professionals. Isn't that amazing? It is, we're so fortunate to have all stumbled into this sweet little location. That's for sure. I'm so grateful for every one of you. Okay. Hello, Leslie from Calgary, Alberta. New subscriber, welcome. You came on just a fabulous day. We're all solving all the world's problems right now. So, yay you. Let's see. Okay. Okay, Connie says, I'm going to repeat myself because I had a silly finger and kept hitting enter. When I do towels, I plan for 18 by 30. So I warp 22 wide and weave 32. Yeah, I like it, Connie. I like it. Okay, that's perfect. That is awesome. Okay, Sue Ann also chimed in. So here's an idea. Separate what you're getting for take up, for width. Measure at the reed, then off the loom. Then compare that after washing, and to preserve width, use a temple. Ooh, see, I've never used a temple. I will be honest. True confession time, folks. I've never used a temple. I just watched a great video on it, though. I think Handwoven Magazine put out something about that, which was awesome. Okay. Carol says it takes her 6 weeks to do 50 yards of tartan. Man, you guys are booking it. My patient leaves me long before that. I understand that. Okay, I got just a couple things I want to mention before we bring in the fabulous Priscilla. First of all, there's a new freebie. Have you heard about this? I'll be honest, I need to do a better job of advertising it. But there's a brand new freebie, friends. Let me put this right here with free resources. There we go. It is the Beginner's Guide to Weaving Yarn. In honor of all of the great weaving basics information we're doing this month, I wanted to have a new freebie just for you. So if you are just starting out, if you're just kind of dipping your toe into the world of weaving and you're like, what's the deal with weaving yarn? This is the document for you, friends. It's free. All you gotta do is put in a first name and email and it'll show up in your email box, in your inbox. That's the word. And it's, 6-7 pages. It is chock full of good information that you can use as a reference from here until you don't need it anymore because you're so smart and wise to the ways of weaving yarn. But it is a wonderful resource. It is brand new. So go check it out if that sounds like something that would be helpful to you. Also, I wanted to mention that tonight for the Action Creative Insiders, for the rug shuttle and ski shuttle, we're doing our small group Zoom chat. So if you would like a little one-on-one time with me and some other fellow weavers, it is just really fun. We get to kind of do a little show and tell and share with each other and all kinds of good stuff. Okay, that's all I got. So I think that we need to bring in the fabulous Priscilla, and so we can get to know her better and see her space. So, oh wait, let me turn this off. I got weird things happening on the screen. Okay, so without further ado, everyone, please give a warm welcome to our friend Priscilla. Hello.
Hello.
There she is. How are you?
We're doing all right over here.
Great. How wonderful. Well, let's do this. I know you and I have been catching up a little bit, but for kind of the whole gang, why don't you give us just a little blurb about, who you are, where you are, and how you got into weaving. I see. Do you have your little one on the back?
Yeah. Andrew's back there.
Hi, Andrew. Hello, Andrew.
Yeah, you'll see his little hands reaching up for more snacks. I've got a pocket full of snacks, so just don't mind us.
I love it. That's awesome.
I'm in Bigsby, which is a suburb of Tulsa in Oklahoma. And actually,
nice.
baby wearing is what got me into weaving. My good friend and I were into like the woven wraps, and the hand woven ones were like thousands of dollars. I'm like, we can do that. And
yes.
yeah, how hard can it be? That will be my last words on my gravestone was, how hard could that be? I could do that.
I love that attitude though. I love that.
Yes.
I can figure this out. That's how hard can it be? That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. If they can do it, I can do it. But we decided we were going to build like a PVC pipe loom. We found something on a blog somewhere that they had built a PVC pipe loom.
Yeah.
Hauled up the kiddos, went to Lowe's, bought, I don't even know how many hundreds of dollars of PVC pipe, spent a day cutting and decided, let's look for a used loom.
You got that far. Okay, good.
Yeah, we did. We cut some PVC pipe and decided this was for the birds because we both had toddlers floating around, our oldest kiddos. And we
tried to glue the pipe together and everything, and
it was a disaster. Not for us. How hard could it be? It was pretty hard. Don't try it. Just buy a used loom somewhere. But we went in together. We co-purchased a loom, and that lasted for probably 8 months before she bought me out and I bought my own loom because we each needed our own looms. So
yes,
yeah,
that's understandable because one project, it takes a while to finish one project. And if you have stuff you want to do, that
Well, and our first project was the wraps that we wanted to baby wear with. So instead of starting with like a short little tiny tea towel to practice, let's do a 10-yard as long as we can get on our warping board. Huge PP or EPI because it has to hold the baby. Yeah, I think we did it at 24, but we were using 8-2 cotton, so it was thick.
It's thick, yes.
And
it's close. A lot. It's very close. Yes,
it was a lot, and it was beautiful. And we both got our wraps, and then we decided we both had other plans and we wanted to go our own ways. So we still weave together and check out our looms when we're at each other's houses.
Oh, I love that. Does she ever pop into Live at the Loom? You should invite her sometime if she can join us.
She does. She is pregnant with her third and has 2 kiddos running around and had a family member emergency this morning. So she wasn't able to pop in this morning, but normally we see each other like, hey, I just saw your name pop up. So
yeah. Well, she could see the recording, that's for sure. Yes. We'll miss her. But I love that you did it with a friend, though. I think that's a great way to do it because you have like accountability built in.
Right. She had to do the math at first. I'm not a big fan of the math. I just like to wing it and hope for the best. And she did the math and the planning, and I just threw the shuttle for the first little bit.
That's a good way to do it, though. That have someone, whatever you don't like to do, have someone else help you with that or do that part. That is brilliant. I love it. Well, and I think it's such a unique way to come into weaving is through the baby wearing element. I think that's great.
Yeah. So it's fun because in my baby wearing circles, there's a good handful of weavers that I come across, which is kind of fun.
There.
So yeah.
Awesome. I love that. That is so cool. So how many is it called a wrap? Is that what it's called?
There's wraps. It's the whole thing, but yeah, carriers.
Thank you.
Yes.
How many have you made then? Have you just made?
I have made 2. Actually, this one is one that I made.
It's beautiful.
Yes, I call it. This is the wart from hell. But it's a great little carrier. So
love it. We've all had those.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, part of the exciting part is why we wanted to bring you on is that I know you have a fairly new space for your loom, right? Tell us what happened.
Well, we kicked my son out of his bedroom so I could have his bedroom. I bought my big 4-shaft loom. Huh?
Right? This is your older son?
Yes, he doesn't have a bedroom yet. He's still in our room.
Okay.
We'll have to figure that out yet. We don't know. We might have to buy a new house. I don't know what's going to happen.
One thing at a time. Yeah.
One thing at a time. We had bought a big cherry 4-shaft, big floor loom, and it was in the living room. And then you can't just have one loom, can you? And so when my loom multiplied and we had the baby Mac, my husband said, we can't have 2 looms in the living room. That's a problem. And so we kicked my son out of his bedroom, and he got the smaller room, and I got the bigger bedroom for my loomy bin.
Your loomy bin. Look at you. That is fantastic. Loomy bin. That is perfect. I love it. Excellent. Well, do you want to flip things around so we can see your space a little bit?
Yes. Let's see. Remember, that's not the button.
I love the reaching back to feed Andrew. That's perfect.
He's great. Let's see, which one was it? All right, are we there?
Settings. There we go. We're there.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, and I think I talked about hold on, let me do a twist. Sorry.
Okay. No one gets seasick. There we go. Nice.
Okay, there we go. So,
very
I don't know. We'll start with the baby Mac. This is a new addition.
Yes.
I am still learning how to get along with her because she's not like very fluid with me yet. And so
okay.
Yeah, we've got
did it, Priscilla? Is that
yes, it's an 8 shaft. Yes.
Okay. Beautiful.
So, and I've got a diamond towel pattern on there, but then it's just plain weaved up the middle, and then we'll do another diamond set on the other end when I get there.
Sweet.
But I think I need to name my looms, so pop in the names for the looms. So
yes, if you guys
the
have
baby Mac was
yes.
purchased from a horse farm here in Bixby.
Oh, nice.
So if that helps you inspire,
absolutely.
Names,
How wide is that? Is that like a 24-inch?
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
I believe so.
Okay. How wonderful.
Yes. So it's fun for my little, and I can take it with me on shows. That's why I bought it. Is I do a show.
Oh yeah.
I don't do many anymore because the kiddos keep me busy, but I do a show every November. And so I can take it with me to my November show because my mama makes me go.
Oh,
and
love that.
So it's her church does a vendor thing, and she doesn't let me off the hook. So
how wonderful.
There's that.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah. And, there's my new hobby back there.
Oh, what is that?
My wool that I was given.
Oh yes.
But I'm trying to figure out. This was actually, I think a lot of it wasn't going to be usable because it was too short. But this was from one sheep, and it was like a lot longer, and so I think I can mess with it. So I'm going to slowly. I've actually got a batch soaking in the kitchen right now.
Oh, very nice. Do you know what? Carol popped in and suggested Derby for your name.
I like it.
Right?
That's a good one. Yes.
Like that. That's a good option, Carol. Thank you.
And then this is my love. And I told my husband, yes, I know.
It's gorgeous.
Yes. And I don't remember the name of the lady I picked her up from, but I'm very proud of myself. I pulled my big enclosed trailer through 5 lanes of Kansas City traffic.
What?
To go pick up this loom. Yes, I pulled the trailer. I'm very proud of myself.
That's amazing.
But this is my 4-shaft cherry that I love.
It is stunning. That wood is gorgeous.
I know. And my the friend I was talking about that I went into weaving with, her husband does woodworking. And so he had some scrap cherry laying around and made me a bench.
He just made you a bench?
Priscilla. He did.
How do I meet these people? That's amazing.
I know, right? They're amazing.
That is so cool. Very good. Okay, now you have to tell the story about your organizational run you went on here.
Well, so I want to be type A. I'm not necessarily always type A because I'm too disorganized and ADHD. And so I went through and cleaned out my big shelf and put labels on everything. And so I had to put the sewing machines in the closet to get my silhouette out so I can make the labels for all of my goodies.
I love it. Okay, just looking at that though, everyone would think that you're type A. Honestly, that is a
I know, because I spent all day cleaning and trying to get it organized because I knew people were going to see my space.
I love it. It looks so neat. It looks so.
I know. Now we can just take bets on how long it actually stays this way because
there we go.
As you can see, the floor has already gotten junked back up because of all the baby things, trying to keep little man back here occupied while I was doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, did I miss it, Priscilla? What's the project on the cherry loom?
This is I'm doing. So my mom doesn't have anything from me yet that I've made.
Oh, okay.
And she's been asking for a long time. And her birthday was in November, and so I'm like, hey, pick out a pattern, and I'll make you some towels. So these are some waffle weave towels for my mama.
Oh, sweet.
So,
waffle weave is so much fun. That's I like her colors though. It's really pretty.
Yeah, she picked those, so we'll do it. And I'm going to have to pull, this is the first one. I'm going to have to pull it off and retie because I'm already having, you can see kind of on my edge here, I'm having all kinds of tension issues, but I'll pull it off after this towel and refix them and call it a day. Because I think I put enough warp on for 8 towels. And I
Oh,
don't want to fight
wow.
for 7 more towels, so we're gonna cut
Oh,
it.
nice.
Try again.
Excellent. Well, we had a couple comments for you, my friend.
Okay.
We had Gemma said she suggested Farlap, which is a horse name for the loom. And Carol said Darling was kind of a yes, that was a nice
I like
option.
Darling, but I don't think it can be Darling because I don't call her Darling in very nice words most of the time.
Oh.
I could do Cherry could be Darling because I do get along with her very well. But me and the baby Mac haven't gotten along very well yet.
Okay, so Jennifer asked if the loom is lit underneath that. Is that from a window or what's the light we see under your loom?
No, I've got hold on, I'll try to get back there.
Oh.
There's a little light there. And then I always keep a lamp. I've got just a lamp shown underneath there.
Yeah,
sorry, my camera flipped. Sorry.
That's all right.
Because when I'm threading my heddles, I warp or I dress front to back, and so I thread my heddles from the back, and I need all the light I can get. So I've got that light there, and I've got another light for under my baby Mac, but it doesn't stay plugged in all the time because it's movable. I can just move her around and warp wherever I want to or dress.
Yeah, no, I like that though. Yeah. Okay, so Carol asked if the cherry loom is a Norwood.
I believe it is. Yes, it is a Norwood.
Well, there we go. Yes.
Good eye. I have to go and look at the label every time because I never know.
Yeah. It's like our folks have done some weaving for a while, huh?
A little bit, maybe.
Yeah. Emily said Ascot is a good horse name after the races in the UK. Going
right I like it. That one I could get along with.
Yeah.
Shorten it a little bit when I'm in a cranky mood.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah. Fantastic. Yes. Yeah. Connie said she's got a loom named after a great grandmother, another named after a great great grandmother. The Manor
that's cool.
That's a nice kind of family connection. Yes.
I like it.
Yeah. Carol clarified. She said the cherry is Darling and the baby Mac is Derby. That's what she was suggesting. But
I gotcha. I like it.
But to your point, if Darling seems too sweet a name, that I understand that.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow, what a good space. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I've decided I'm going because we're going on a road trip this summer in a couple weeks, and so I decided I wanted to tackle some tablet weaving. So I bought some cards, and so I've got a little bit. I'm going to do some kind of flash pattern. I think I found it on a blog somewhere. Free.
Nice.
So we're going to.
What you're measuring there?
Yes. So we're going to try my hand at. Sorry, the baby has the hair. Try my hand at tablet weaving in the car. So that's what's going on there.
Cool. Who did I just see that was doing weaving in the car? Was that you, Connie? Somebody was traveling with a loom and had it in the. No, I know. It was someone who was doing some hand hemming in the car. I thought, wow, that is fantastic. Little making the most of everything. Yeah. Kathy suggested that looms can certainly let you know if they don't like something that you do or say.
Yeah, maybe that's why me and Baby Back don't get along, is because she's heard me say all the ugly words about her.
All the ugly words.
But
Carol's all in favor of the blue on the walls too, or whatever color you have on the wall. That's a really nice.
Man Cave Gray. Ask me who chose that.
Oh, who chose that?
My husband thought Man Cave Gray was a great color. Yeah.
Man Cave Gray.
Oh, yeah. And I've got a picture of me and the boys at the loom.
Oh, sweet. So, that's
filling some wall space. Yeah.
Right. I love that. Did you share that with us on the in the community or something? I think I've seen that before. I just love it.
I may have. I was actually, my friends that I went in on the loom with built me the shed. Their mother-in-law or her mother-in-law is an artist. And so I'd taken that picture kind of as an inspiration for her to paint me a canvas. So the poster is a placeholder. Yeah.
That's so wonderful. How great. Well, I love the idea that you have your warping board on the easel. That's really smart.
Yeah, I had to tie it on there because it doesn't stay very good. And the tiny thing, when he's loose, likes to knock it over. So I'm probably going to have to glue in some pegs. So we'll see.
Yes. Excellent. What a lovely space, though, Priscilla.
Yes.
This is just great. And the fact that you can go in and close the door if you want to. That's
yes, the door closes. I can lock everybody out. Life is good.
I think that is fantastic. I love it. By the way, I meant to ask, in your kind of shelves, is that where you've got yarn and supplies and stuff? What do you have in there?
Yes. We've got my weaving kits, my natural 8-2 that I kind of try to do for warp so I can custom colors on towels for people.
Nice.
My colors, miscellaneous. There's a toy box for little man.
Aren't you smart?
Yes. Arts and crafts, some yarn cakes. So it's just everything office craft room related. So I've got all my beads and my little fringing tool.
That is awesome.
Just all kinds of goodies.
How fun. Well, and for folks that don't know, you work in the schools. So you got kind of the summer to
I know everybody talks about slowing down in the summer, and I'm like, I get to weave in the summer. I get all the projects caught up and get to take on new hobbies and
that's fantastic.
So
that is fantastic. Yes. Yeah. Carol suggested you could mount your warping board on the wall behind Darling and put Darling on the carpet sliders to move easily. Oh, to easily move her. They don't travel when you weave, and it makes easier to move to dress the loom. Oh, interesting.
That is a good idea. The problem, the reason I haven't done that is because when everybody's hanging out in the living room and I want to be productive and also want to be involved with my family, I can carry it out to the living room.
Oh, nice. So the portability is nice for now.
Yes.
That's good. Oh, good.
And I can move it around out of the way. I can tuck the whole easel back behind there.
Yeah.
When it's not being used. So
fantastic.
But I like being able to go out and hang out with the boys.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. Do you have that option? That's for sure. How wonderful. Now, with the new loom, it's an 8 shaft. Have you been playing with more complicated patterns with that one yet? Or what's
I did actually. This towel is, let me see if I can unroll it some. This towel is an 8 shaft pattern.
Okay.
Let's see if I can pull it up. And so, sorry, that was probably a bad idea. You know,
that's all right.
You can see the diamonds in there maybe.
Oh, you can totally see the diamonds. Oh, how pretty.
So, and that was an 8 shaft. It's is that hook lace? I think is what it said it was.
Okay.
I'm not great at all the terminology and official things, but I think the pattern said hook lace.
You're doing great. That is beautiful, Priscilla. Yeah, very nice.
But this one has been nice because the petals are working for me. The last towel I tried to do on there, every time I try to like change shafts or whatever, the petal clippy thingies on the bottom will come off. And so I'd have to crawl under, reset, like retie up because it's got like the metal little hook things.
Right.
So,
anyways. That's kind of annoying to have to fix.
So that's why I had ugly words about her. But she's getting along with me great with this towel. And so,
like, why do you make me swear at you? Kind of thing. Like,
right?
Yes, I understand. Wow, that's a beautiful pattern, though. I think that's really attractive.
Yeah. And then it just plain weave through the middle, and I'll do the same motif on the back side of it.
Yeah. How wonderful. Yeah. That is awesome. Well, this is just great. Thank you so much for sharing your space with us. I think this is just wonderful. And I think this is a perfect example of, we've seen weavers. We have some of our weavers in the community that have, like an entire basement all dedicated to weaving. And there's, 17 looms, which is awesome. And we're all a little bit jealous. However, you don't have to have a huge space and you don't have to have, the truth of the matter is I still have 2 looms. That's it. I have 2. So I think this is a perfect kind of example of having an effective space and having, all kinds of, you've got stuff where you need it and it does the trick for you for sure. Yes. That is awesome. So do you already have plans for future projects coming up?
I'm actually wanting, so the first warp or the first wrap we did was for my son. This one I actually dyed. Both my kids are IVF babies. And so when we transferred our baby girl embryo, I dyed this for our baby girl that we ended up miscarrying. Oh, and so I want to do a warp for Mr. Man sleeping back there.
Is he asleep?
Yeah, he finally passed out.
That's impressive.
So I've started warping. So I'm going to warp a wrap, and then I've got a pretty 8 shaft scarf kit I want to put on the baby Mac when it's free.
I love that. How wonderful. That's just, I think it's always so fun to have enough things to kind of look forward to kind of help get you through the long projects.
Yes. So I'm kind of regretting the 8 towel warp. I'm like, man, I have so many other things I want to do. And the same thing with the baby wrap towel is that I just it takes so long. Like this one was the warp from hell, and so it took forever. But I mean, this was probably a year-long process between which I did. Like I pulled it off the loom while I grieved the miscarriage and put it to the side. And so then I had a really huge tangled up disaster of a mess to put back on the loom. And so that was it probably took me 6 months of working with it until I was ready to chop it off, and then I had to walk away and then come back another day.
Yeah. Well, especially a project like that has so many emotions kind of connected to it.
But I wanted to power through and kind of that closure, and I don't know, that helped me work through it quite a bit. Actually, the October weave along was what got me weaving again. The waffle weave towels we did, was that last 2 Octobers ago?
2 Octobers ago. Yes.
I hadn't done anything. I was kind of in that funk and grieving, and I'm like, there's a challenge. I must complete the challenge. And so I warped the loom, and that's kind of what got me started again. So anyways, the weave alongs are very special to me.
See, you're gonna make me tear up, Priscilla. That's so sweet, and I'm so glad that it was there for you at the right time. That's amazing. That's amazing. By the way, Carol jumped in and said, meet with us on Ravelry on the Norwood side, and we'll get you Darling's birthday from her registration number.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yes.
That's amazing. Yes. That sounds amazing. Yes. Yeah. That's a very, very great suggestion. I love that. I didn't know you could do that.
I don't either.
I know, right?
Do you know the wraps have birthdays? And so I ended up, so I still have Andrew's birthday wrap, and then my oldest kiddo, I had his birthday wrap for a while, like a wrap that was woven on the same day he was born, but I ended up not really liking it, so I never used it, and so I sold it. But I have pictures of him and his birthday wrap.
Aww, so, I love that. I have a hunch that we could just kind of discuss the whole baby wrapping culture. Like, it could be a whole nother thing. That could be.
Oh, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Problem.
Yes. I don't know. I flipped my camera already. This shelf behind me, I can't get myself out. I can't figure out how to do that. The whole shelf right there is my extra wraps that don't fit in my main storage. It's a problem.
That's
so
okay, but for us, I mean, any kind of culture that where weaving is the heart of it, yes, please. Yes, please. We're all in favor of that. Absolutely. How great. Well, Priscilla, thank you so much for coming on and showing us your space. It's really lovely, and we're just so tickled. We can't imagine having the Acting Creative community without you, and definitely not the weave alongs. That is for sure.
Thank you.
So that is awesome. All right. Well, we'll say thank you once again, and goodbye to Andrew, and we'll look forward to seeing you.
Where's he at? All right.
Look at you later. Sweet face. All right. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Okay. Come on. Isn't she the coolest? And little Andrew, I can't believe he fell asleep because, we're loud. But that was just awesome. That was so cool. So again, a very special thank you to Priscilla for letting us get a little sneak peek into what it's like when she's sitting at one of her looms, just making magic. I know, right? I love the comments. Yes. Yeah. Gemma says, I wore both my babies way before I discovered weaving. That's amazing. Yes. Andrea says, thank you for showing your creative cave. What did you call it? The loomy bin. The loomy bin. I think we need some kind of a sign for your space that says that. That was awesome. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Carrie says, I think Andrew is the youngest live at the loom member. We'll officially pronounce him Andrew, the youngest, because Andrew just turned a year, I believe, if I remember correctly. That is awesome. Yes. Thank you so much, Priscilla. That was really special. All right, friends. Let's finish up strong, shall we? I think I mentioned earlier that the Acting Creative Community Facebook page is available to you. If you aren't yet part of the group, you are invited. Come right on over, friends. There's all kinds of good stuff happening there. And if you need some inspiration, if you need some answers to some questions, if you just feel like you want to cheer some other people on, then it's a great place for sure. So come on over and join us here. By the way, a very special thank you to the folks that are moderating the group. I know that we've had a couple folks slip in that didn't always have good intentions, so we're making them earn their keep. That's for sure. So thank you very much to our very special moderators who keep the Acting Creative Community Group safe and humming along. So what else? Oh yeah, Acting Creative Insiders. If you're loving all of the Acting Creative content and the mission and all of the things, you are welcome. You are invited. That's the word. You're invited to join us in the membership, which is the Acting Creative Insiders. As a matter of fact, tonight is our small group Zoom for the rug shuttle and the ski shuttle folks. And it's just a really fun, special little perk that goes with. So if you've been rolling that around, check it out. See if it's a good fit for you. Also, this week, I don't know if you caught the Handwoven Experience episode from yesterday. It's all about weaving phrases. Mm-hmm. I presented 5 weaving phrases that are my favorite, plus a bonus. I mentioned your warp chicken because I love that phrase. Every time we talk about playing warp chicken with a project, trying to eke out every last little inch because, we've all been there. So I had to include that. Thank you for that. Community members. And lastly, if you aren't yet are on the list for the weekly love notes, the weaving newsletter, it's easy enough. Just go to the website. There's all kinds of spots that you can jump on and provide a name and email, and then you'll get a little note from me every week. Just a little story, a little link to whatever free content is available to you, because I love you and want to support you however I can. That is the plan, friends. That's what we're doing. Okay, let's Priscilla. That's fantastic. See, she's getting a sign. That's there we go. We love it. Let's see. The Luminary. Oh, that's awesome. You guys are so clever. All right. Next week, I'll be right back here. Right back here. Mark your calendars for Thursday at 9:30 Central Time. You do the translation, whatever that is in your corner of the world. I do just want to make a note that I look at the calendar and July 4th is on a Thursday. So we won't have Live at the Loom in 2 weeks. But next week, we're right back here. So I don't want to confuse things. But just as a note, it's going to be a holiday coming up and we're going to. Yeah. Emily says, if you could kindly find me a time machine, that'd be much appreciated. I need weaving time. Do you know what? I'm going to work on that for you, Emily. Don't you work on it. Don't you worry about that. Yes. Carol says, if we stop chatting, I have to go grease the tractor. Oh, Carol, I'm so sorry, darling. Yes, that is the most unusual kind of if-then conversation I've ever heard. I have to go grease a tractor. There's very few people that say that, I think. So anyways, you know what your homework is, right? This week, find a little something to do just for you, something creative just for you. I know it's hot and it's sticky and we're all kind of, just muddling through, except for Priscilla, who's living her best life. But if you have a moment, do a little something, a little something creative, just for you, not for friends, family, neighbors. Nope, just for you. It's good for your soul. So try to find just a little something for you. All right, my sweet friends, this was fantastic. Again, special thank you to Priscilla, who is awesome, and we would like to hang out with her every Thursday. I will meet you back here next Thursday, right, for more Live at the Loom. Yes. In the meantime, go over and pick up your freebie all about weaving yarn. And if you want to join us tonight, we're doing a small group Zoom chat in the Acting Creative Insiders. There's all kinds of good stuff. So I will see you next Thursday. In the meantime, have a wonderful week, right? Maybe, weave a little something. And of course, friends, happy weaving.